Hey y'all, and welcome back to the party. It's your girl, BrittReacts, and today we are reacting to the eternal battle against bathroom censors with Gabriel Iglesias. This is from Netflix is a Joke. Let's see what he has to say.
A lot of these arenas are now starting to go green, and so they're taking away the light switches and they're replacing them with sensors. Sensors are cool when they work. You know what I mean? Like when you're 10 feet away and it senses you and the whole room just... What I don't like is that when they're messed up, then you have to walk into a dark-ass room and establish your presence. But then you stand still for 4 seconds.
And it goes off.
In addition, backstage, my sink has knobs on it. I have control of the temperature and the pressure of the water, which in the Chicago area I believe is very important, especially in the winter. Oh man, you guys are no joke in the winter. You need warm water when you wash your hands. You can't rely on a sensor that gives you nothing but cold water, because you wash your hands with cold water, your hands get all cryptic. Then you go outside and people are making fun of you. Look at
it popped up at the bottom left corner that the name of his show was I'm Sorry for What I Said When I Was Hungry, and I feel like I need a t-shirt that says that every single day. Every single day. Also, I agree. I cannot stand the automatic water that doesn't come out warm. I cannot stand washing my hands in cold water. My husband calls me a Targaryen because I like my water to be extra hot. When I'm washing my hands, when I'm taking a shower, I don't care. The water needs to be like on boiling. And so I agree. Never been to Chicago, but I know they have only 100 days of summer or something like that. And so that means it's really cold. We don't need cold water when we're washing our hands.
your hands with cold water, your hands get all cryptic. Then you go outside and people are making fun of you. Look at Thriller. My dressing room, you guys, has a sink that has hot and cold. You can control the water, you can control the temperature, you can control the pressure. I hate it when they take that away from us and they replace it with that little sensor. So now, in addition to being a comedian, now I gotta be a magician. I'm not a magician, but
right,
you watch me
waving
wash my
at
hands,
this
that's
thing.
what I look like, you know, just nothing. When you walk away, I feel like there's someone behind the mirror messing with me like,
this is so accurate. It's so accurate, and it grinds my gears. It's so accurate how you're like waving in front of it, and as soon as you're like, fine, I'll go to another sink, it comes on. Oh, nothing makes me more mad. Nothing.
I feel like there's someone behind the mirror messing with me like, watch this. Some places stop there. Some places keep going. I like a lot of soap when I wash my hands. I like a good soap dispenser. I like the, the pump. I hate it when they take that away from us and then they replace it with that little spout that goes next to the faucet. You stick your hand under it and it gives you that little booger of soap. You know what I mean? That little moco, you put it under. You know you need more, so you pull it out and then you go back in, but the sensor's like, no, it's still you.
It's even worse when it's just foam, because it's like this little dollop of foam and it doesn't like get sudsy. The worst.
You know you need more, so you pull it out and then you go back in, but the sensor's like, no, it's still you. Now you gotta trick it, right? Once you get enough soap on your hands, now you gotta try to wash it off. But you can't wash it off then and there because the timer for the water has timed out. So now you have to back up, and now you have to put on a second performance. Now it's a race to get that soap off your hands. Once you get the soap off your hands, now you gotta try to dry your hands. Some places still give you a towel, some places give you paper towels. Some take the paper towels and they put them in a box on the wall with another sensor. And there you are. 3 inches of paper.
The thinnest paper.
Chicago. You can't do anything with 3 inches. Ask
The
any woman.
thinnest piece of paper known to man at that. So when your wet hands touch it, it absorbs all the water, and there's still water on your hands, and you're wiping your hands with a wet towel.
3 inches, Chicago. You can't do anything with 3 inches. Ask any woman. They'll tell you. Or a guy. I'm equal opportunity.
I'm equal opportunity.
I need control of the paper. I need the crank. The.
Yep.
Some places stop there, some places keep going. Have you ever walked into the bathroom stall, closed the door, locked it, turned around, looked at the toilet, and seen a blinking red light on the wall? And you're like, really? Here too? All you're trying to do is get the tissue paper off the wall for the toilet seat. You take one step. I haven't even done anything. You grab the paper.
He is doing this expertly. Like, this is exactly what the experience of going to the bathroom in a public, like this feels most like an airport bathroom to me. The most like an airport bathroom. This is the true experience. And if you're sitting on the toilet seat without a cover or putting some tissue down if they don't provide the cover, I'm judging you. Don't sit on public toilet seats, guys. Please.
You turn around and you put it on like a cape. And you let it slide down your back while you slowly try to time it just right.
What?
As you're about to sit down, somebody always walks into the bathroom and distracts you. Huh? But it's too late. Your knees are bent. And unless you do CrossFit, you're not coming back from that one. Then your bare ass touches the seat. And you're like, ah! And just when you think it...
That just gave me the heebie-jeebies. Like, I'm like squirming in my seat. I don't have that experience, but you know when like you put the paper down or like you rip it the wrong way or it falls into the toilet before you can sit down. Ooh. Ooh.
Touches the seat. And you're like, ah! And just when you think it can't get any worse, and all this water splashing up, hitting you right in the ass. And then the water goes down the drain and it creates that air vortex that goes right between your legs.
Ew.
So now you have a tsunami in the back. You have a tornado in the front. And who's the victim? Pikachu.
Man, I don't envy
holding
you
on
in
for
that.
dear life. You haven't even made magic yet and you've already been violated by plumbing. Now you do what you need to do. You finish. Now it's time for cleanup, time for maintenance. So you reach over for the toilet paper, and the problem with using the restroom nowadays is that most venues, including this one, instead of putting a human-size toilet paper roll inside of the human-size toilet paper roll dispenser, they take their ass to Costco or Sam's Club or one of these places where you buy in bulk.
The jumbo
and they buy
ones.
that giant gorilla roll of toilet paper. And then they come back here and they force it into that little tiny compartment.
This is so true.
So now this giant wheel is locked in place. You can't even spin it. You're just...
I don't know why I thought this was this was a lone experience. When you're trying to get the tissue and you're like ripping little pieces of it off because it's so tight. I don't know why I never realized everyone goes through this. It's not just me. Oh my gosh. Aggravating.
It's locked in place. You can't even spin it. You're just... You can't even find where it starts because they glue it. Out of desperation, you gotta pull out your car keys and cut into the side of it like a bag of cocaine on Narcos. Then you get the paper. You try to wipe. Chicago, a year from now, I am...
Are you wiping back to front, people? After having defecated in a public bathroom, which is already debatable, you then wipe back to front? I guess for men, it's not as big of a deal as it is for women. But still, you got to bypass the berries, before you get to the front where the twig is if you're wiping back to front, which feels very unsanitary. He just went back to front.
Chicago, a year from now, I am predicting that they're gonna take 100% control of the restroom. You're gonna be sitting there and you're gonna think of me because you're gonna see it. You're gonna look over to get the toilet paper and there's gonna be a blinking red light on it. And you're gonna be like, oh my God, Fluffy called it. And what are you gonna have to do? One sheet.
One sheet. One sheet.
You're gonna get frustrated and just sit on it. Sorry, bro. I know that was a lot of culo. I threw at you right there. She's like, it's like Magic Mike.
He's so funny. I enjoy his comedy. So much. He's so funny. He's so animated. And he's so correct. That was spot on, like my experience to the T. So good. All right, y'all. Go have the day you deserve. Peace.